Good morning from the fish room, fishy folks. It's not as early as normal. I was up late watching Corey's live stream. I think he live streamed for like 39 hours in a row or something, but it was fun. It was interesting. It was fun. It was a good learning experience. You should check it out if you haven't. Anywho, you're looking at an empty, well, almost empty tank. I set it up. I water tested it. No problem. I cleaned it a couple times. I filled it with actual, conditioned water. Hooked it up to the system with the fill and the drain going to the sump. And this morning I come down to check it because I want to put those Oscars in here before I leave from my trip and let my son and his girlfriend scape it however they want, because it's their tank and he's pretty good at it actually. But what I noticed was a tiny little drip from one of these seams over here. So I mean, that, if you can see it, that seal does look kind of crappy and looks like it's been resealed, and this one over here also. So, I was hoping I could get away with it, but I couldn't. So I'll be trying to reseal this tank. Again, I only got it for $10, so I mean, how can I go wrong? Let's update you on the fry, since Dad's not even looking. Most of them are free swimming now. I have fed first bites, and this morning I used this product, which was recommended to me by a local fish store. It's actually not that local, it's about 2 hours away, but excuse me, it's the fish store I got a lot of my guppies from. Old school fish store. So I'm going to try that because when I'm away, I can't ask my family to hatch baby brine shrimp. So at least I know the parents are trying to be good parents, and the next batch I will be much better prepared for. Those guys haven't laid any eggs yet, but I have seen them cleaning that slate. These are my platinums. I don't know if you can see his or her face. Looks a little red. I don't know what that's all about. If you do, let me know. Oscars are growing. Let's see, we got the diamond guppies over here. We got some gorgeous looking green cobras. If he would just turn, look at him. Oh, see it. We have some more cobras here. The male is like tiny. I got him at another local fish store, and the night I brought him home, they had 10 or 12 fry, and I think someone else dropped in there because there are 4 females. You can see them on the bottom. You can see I overfeed, so everyone grows fast. My floating anacharis, my pothos plant, which you can see the white roots, not the skinny, the skinny white roots, all the growth there. We got this yellow girl up here. I had her with a male, separated, trying to clean up the lines a little bit, and she hammered him. She killed him. So I do have another male in my quarantine tank, but they won't be doing the nasty until I get back. Male tank. See, my tanks are dirty because it's a fish room, it's not a showroom. Actually, believe it or not, all 3 of these came from big box pet stores because I needed some new stock. And for $1 each, you can't go wrong. Oh, my angels. I was told they're not koi angels, they're platinum something. Look, they're koi angels to me, so. And my black guy, got a little blue in him, it looks like, or gray, so I'm sure he's some special name. Call him what you want, I call him a black angel. Dumbo. There is one juvenile in there, which I can't seem to find right at the minute, and Mom looks like she could pop at any second. Excuse me. There's plenty of cover in there because these guys are kind of cool. These are ones that I've separated from stuff that I've started to breed. There's some black in there in their tails, and then the sunburst sort of color pattern, the orange, the yellow and the red. These are my Irish lace. I don't know what color strain you would call that. I'm not really up on that yet, but these could be my favorite right there. I also did see some frying here the other day, one or two, but they could be hiding. They could have gotten eaten. I didn't know they were in there. The males and females were separate when I bought them, and it's been just about 3 weeks. I thought it took about 21 days for them to have babies, but the point is, I didn't know they were in there, and I was doing some cleaning, and then I saw them, and I was much more careful, but I haven't seen them in a little while, so maybe they're hiding in that spawning mop, I don't know. Here's some more guppies that I've bred, also with a tiny bit of black in the tail, and then you can see the really like pronounced sunburst, I call it. I thought they looked kind of neat. Let's start over here. This is just a regular fancy guppy tank. I'm trying to pull out the better looking ones and breed those more. The ones that have no color will be fed to the Oscars probably. And there's a couple generations in here. That's that. This is just another color I have. I think they're cobras. Looks like there's two different yellow and a blue maybe. There's two yellow fry in there that I didn't catch way back when I separated them. You can see there's snails growing in here. I love growing snails. If I ever decide to get a puffer, I'll have food. But they do a decent job of cleaning, or at least, you know, if I cared, they would clean. But, you know, I could sell those too, so. Another fry tank. Looks like, because there's some really tiny babies in there, someone gave birth last night. You see how tiny they are? Homemade planter. One of the moms, where is she? She was huge. Huh. I don't see her. Oh, wow, there's a ton in the back. Let's go look in the back. Look at all those. Those are all new. Those are all like fresh babies, like a couple hours old, I think. Where's Mom? She's a big girl. Unless she's not so big because she dropped all those fry, but she was holding for a long time, it looked like. I did have a male in here to start the process, if you will, just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so that makes sense, I guess. Anyway, that's a lot of fry. So this tank, let's go to the front, you can see better. Those are my rams. There's a gold ram boy and a blue ram girl. My local fish store. I bought him at my local fish store. He hooked me up with a girl because he knew she was a girl and knew she was pregnant. They did spawn once, and I did have free swimmers, but they all disappeared. So I did a bad job, and they did a bad job. You can see how big how much this has grown since I got it. She's been in that cave. I'm gonna kind of let them do their thing because nobody's gonna be here really to take care of them when I'm gone. The fish will get fed, and I may have to walk someone through adding water to my system, but that's, you know, if they have babies and they live, great. If not, angels again. Oh, down here. Those guys, I think eventually I'm going to move them upstairs to a tank in the kitchen, because I'm pretty sure they're 2 males or 2 females, but not a pair. Oscars, I think that's, oh, sorry. Forgot about the quarantine tank. That's a disaster, but it's a QT tank. You can see I have some other guppies in there, and platies. My local fish store said, red platies, they sell. Breed those, I'll buy them. So I went out and bought some, 1 male, 4 females. I think 2 of the females are pregnant. If they gave birth in here, there's a chance they would survive, but this is just QT. That guppy's pretty cool. He's gonna go with that yellow female. We'll see what we'll get. There's another yellow. That blue one, I didn't plan on getting, but in the store, the tail looked sort of purple. And I thought it was a neat color, so they're on sale, like I said, at PetSmart for $1. Gotta QT everything you buy, especially from PetSmart, Petco, those places. I don't typically buy from there, but my local fish store doesn't have what I need, or I need something new. You know, he can't get it, or I shouldn't say can't get it. He doesn't get it. I'll go there and check out what they have. But QT and some meds. Razzie Pro. I did get this Paragard by accident, and then it was leaking, and I went to return it, and they said, basically Amazon said, we're going to process your refund, just keep it. Okay. My test kits, I did get, you can see back there in that pile of junk, my fish room's a disaster. I did get my GH and KH test kit. I don't really like it. I think I'm going to try the Tetra strips, believe it or not. I was told that they are pretty reliable, so I may try those. I don't know if I told you guys, but my drain line is now hooked up, so I can basically clean the bottom of this tank, put the hose into one of these holes, and it drains into my sump. Alright, this is a 12-minute update video. Sorry it's so long. I actually have to get ready to go to work, so hope everyone has a great day.